Okay, getting into our blues in more depth. This is the sheet music that I've just put up that shows what you're actually playing, not the Auntie Betty one, just the plain left-hand bass. So this is our second C down from middle C, and we're playing double skip up, missing the line to the next line. That's the G from Great Big Dogs Fight Always. And then the thumb, you see, moves up one note to A from All Cows Eat Grass, and still with the C's all at the bottom. And then when we go to our F position, this is our F, which is underneath the G. And then we've got to go double skip up to the C, which is the first C down from middle C. And then the thumb goes up to the D, from Great Big Dogs, back to the C, All Cows, etc. And then we have our G pattern. So this is our G with our little finger on that, two G's down from middle C, and we've got the D and G, and then the thumb goes up one note to the E, All Cows Eat. As far as the right hand goes, we've got our middle C, and our skip up is E, Every Good Boy Deserves Fruit. We've got our middle C again, and this time it's got the flat sign in front of the E, so we have to play the E flat, which is the semitone lower than the E, and we do that twice, and then you'll see it's reverted back to the C and the E. And the other one is the doggy D, and the F from face, F-A-C-E, so D and F, and then C and E flat, C and E. So that's what you're playing in the very basic form of the 12-bar blues in the key of C. What I want to do is introduce a bass run on the fourth bar. That's the last C pattern set before we go to the F change. So what we're going to do is we've got our C pattern here. So what we want to do is mark out with each finger, and then that's the D, E flat, and then the E. And we're going to couple that with the thumb. Now we're not going to worry about the sixth, we're just going to focus on keeping the G in the same place. So for the single beats it'll be or for the Auntie Betty pattern it would be so your fourth bar, I'll do the first four bars. So you've got, oh sorry, wipe that. Okay. This is a very basically drawn pattern of the notes that we're playing. So we've got Auntie Betty eats spaghetti. And we're playing it as a swing or a bouncy, which is usually written in a different way. A lot of music writes it this way and then says to play it as a swing. So now what we want to do, we want to make the right hand work a bit harder. So we're going to play the C and the E twice. We're going to play it when we first play the left hand and the second one. So that's on Auntie, and then we're going to hold it all the way through. Okay, so you'll have auntie, auntie, hope everybody's happy with that. So that's one thing you can do with the right hand. The next thing we want to do, once you've mastered that, because that'll be quite probably hard to get the hang of, is we want to play the C and the E on the T of Betty. So we want to hold it through the bet and then play it again on the T and then hold it right through until the next time. So auntie Betty, auntie Betty. Let's try that. I can probably sit it in the middle there. Just. Sort of. So we've got auntie Betty, auntie Betty. So you can do the full blues like that. When it gets to the bass run, on the 4th bar, you could do the fancy right hand ones if you wish. Or you could just hold it for the 4 beats, depending on how you manage them. So we'll play the first 4 bars with auntie, 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 etc. Now we'll do the auntie Betty. So we've got auntie Betty, auntie Betty, auntie Betty, auntie Betty. In the previous lesson, we did the turnaround. So this is revision using just auntie. So we've got or we can do the other one, which is work hard on each of those 2 right hand styles and get them together with the left hand, and we'll catch up next time. Thank you.